We are here with Mr. Matt Ford.
Oh, pleasure to be here, Tom.
And it occurred to me that I very rarely refer to you as Matt.
It is Matt Ford. Sometimes Matt Ford. So nice you got to say it twice.
Right. That's
Yeah.
That's true. And most people on the film sets, do they pretty much call you Matt Ford?
Pretty much, yes. Or El Guapo.
El Guapo, nice.
Yeah.
So, Matt, so for our audience out there,
Yes, for the audience out there.
you are an actor, an artist,
A lover, a fighter.
a fighter. Typically, you work in print, right? Or
Yes, I do the print design is my 9 to 5, if you would.
Yeah, and you're working now for, what is it, New Haven Magazine? Or
New Haven Magazine in New Haven, Connecticut.
That's nice.
Yeah, the Elm City.
Cool. So, all right, Matt Ford. Okay.
Yeah.
We have been working together on independent feature films for how many years?
At least 15, probably coming up on 20 soon because we're old, dude.
Wow. Yeah, that's really,
Let's see.
Wow, that's crazy. Yes, probably.
You guys are old. I was born in 77.
Let's see. College was like 95 to 99. So, if you count any of those projects.
Yeah, that would be
Yeah.
A long time ago.
Look.
So for people who are just tuning in, like the role that people might know you most from is probably what? Like
I don't know. What's our biggest hit?
London Betty, or actually, you know what it is?
And then question is in what country too? Because as you know, we're big in Thailand.
Well, that's right. I guess we should walk through. So we met in college,
Yeah.
and we were going to. Remember, we were going to college with Darren Billings, who was like a high school friend, and then he dropped out. It was crazy.
Yep.
So anyway, so we started teaming up in feature films in 2000 on a film called Everything Moves Alone.
Yep. I was Mick Dunley in that one.
And that was that your first role in a feature film?
Feature length, yes.
Yeah. And on that set, do you remember anything? Any shenanigans?
Oh, there's plenty of shenanigans on that set. I mean, we were shooting on film back then, if you recall.
Right. That was my first 16 millimeter feature film.
Oh yeah, changing the film in a bag with the audio was a digital mini disc screwed to a wooden board.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then it was like an Aton 16 millimeter camera that we rented from the Boston Film Foundation for like $1,000.
Yeah, but we spent more on the film and developing than anything else in that entire movie.
Yeah, that was like over half the budget. Yeah. Yeah, but I'm trying to think. And then after that we did Land of College Prophets.
Yep.
And that one, I think at one point you described as he said something like a strange film that shouldn't have worked, but somehow it did. I forget.
I may have said something along those lines, yes.
But that one, I remember we sold that one to York Entertainment, and it got out in all the Hollywood videos at the time. In movie galleries and stuff.
And that's also the one that I recall being in Thailand, seeing our faces with Thai writing all over it.
Well, honestly, to this
was there one in Cyrillic too, like a Russian release of that, or was that one of the other ones?
Yeah, Land of College Prophets, which was sort of like a fantasy backyard comic book hero sort of thing.
Yeah,
it was released in Italy, in Russia, in Thailand, in Canada,
all over,
Spain.
Yeah. And I feel what year was that? That was like 2000
Bangkok. Oh, sorry,
5 or something.
Yeah, it came out in 2005.
Which was before all these Kick-Ass and Super and all these other movies were out.
Yeah. I felt like it was original at the time. It was sort of like backyard superheroes,
Yeah, the homemade superhero. Yeah.
And then there's just like a slew of them.
Although I was not in fact a hero in that. I was the antagonist, the protagonist. I forget my my words there. Antagonist. I was sort of your
For a while,
bad
yeah.
guy. Yeah. Oh, I come around. That's true. Heart of gold.
Yeah. And unless you count remember Handyman with Damon Wayans? That was sort of
offensive. Yes.
offensive backyard superhero, if you would.
And how did they make all that money?
I don't know. So what about on that set? So Land of College Prophets.
Land of College Prophets was a good one. I mean, I was Midas, the head of campus security at the aforementioned college. And really, my mustache did most of the acting on that set.
And
it was pretty epic.
Do you remember any on-set shenanigans with that film? Or
shenanigans? Oh, certainly. That was the one where we almost killed somebody. Remember the fight scene where the ninja sword flew up in the air because we decided it was going to use an actual ninja sword?
Right, and almost stabbed someone in the face.
Yeah, flew in the air and impaled itself about 3 inches into the ground right next to someone's head. Yeah.
Wow.
Oh, youth.
Yeah, I kind of look at that thing in that film, and I'm like I can see like an incredible amount of effort that went into it, and I'm looking at it now like, God, would I ever fucking do that again? And I don't think I would ever do anything of the sort again.
I mean, the genre or the way you put it together?
It's just like I think it was a really ambitious idea that like. In a way, like you were saying, had no real right to work, but it just everyone put so much effort into it that I feel like it actually kind of functions,
It functions almost as a love letter to the process of filmmaking and the telling of stories. Like no one watches that and buys any of it, except as a bunch of people having a really good time doing something,
right?
And entertaining. Like they can see the joy in our faces and the effort. I think,
yeah.
And so. I don't think your average, superhero movie fan is going to see, the latest Marvel thing is going to watch that and be like, wow, that's a great movie. I think it's the people who are into film and acting and just the love of the genre that would be drawn to something like that.
Yeah, I think so too.